is Doug Rothwell, the CEO of Business Leaders for Michigan. Welcome back to the program.
Good morning, Michael Patrick.
I see nothing happening across the street. I see the Senate out and the House out, and I see people traversing our roads all summer for vacations, and maybe even people coming from other states, and three completely different plans.
Well, it feels a little bit like where we were last year, doesn't it? And we saw what happened there. I think that the reason why they're having such a problem is because they're trying to do too much of this, not relying on new revenues. And we continue to be concerned that too many of the legislators are interpreting the failure of Proposal 1 as a failure of the voters to their willingness, I guess, to accept a tax increase so long as it, all goes directly to fixing the roads. But that's the problem. It's basically a math problem that they're having.
When you don't like to say it either. When you say new revenue, what you mean is tax.
That's right. I mean, it's going to have to be a tax increase, whether it's on registration fees, on the gas tax. That's the bottom line is that there's not enough revenue that the state has to fix this problem just using the dollars they already get. I mean, the thing that we have to remember is the Michigan state budget is no higher than it was, the general fund budget, no higher than it was back in around 2000. So it's been nearly 15 years of essentially a flat budget. And if you account for inflation, I mean, it's down about 23%, something like that. So, I mean, Michigan is kind of a unique state in that we've gone through this, horrible decade of revenue decline. And now to, try to fix an over $1 billion problem, which is what it will cost to fix the roads with just a minimal amount of new revenue is just not going to, it's not going to only get the job done, it's not going to get the job done for the long term.
Isn't it fairly well known that even though the ballot or the proposal didn't pass, that really what the people are concerned about is not that their money, they're going to have to pay a little bit to fix the roads. It's that the money that they're going to pay is actually going to go to fixing the roads.
Well, that's exactly the point. So, I mean, the polling that we did right after the Proposal 1 vote showed that in fact, voters would have supported Proposal 1 had all the money been going to the roads rather than to communities and other schools, other things that it was trying to fix. Because, remember, Proposal 1 was really trying to unwind a very complicated way in which we fund our road system today. The fact that we have 6% at the pump going towards schools and not all the money going towards roads the way it's structured today. But if all the money were going to the roads, the voters said they would have supported it. And I think that, again, that message is getting lost in the way that, elected officials are interpreting the failure of Proposal 1.
If you could hold the line, I just want to ask you one more question. I could go all day with Doug Rothwell, the CEO of Business Leaders for Michigan. Plenty to talk about with him. And don't forget, MichiganTurnaroundPlan.com is where you can see what the business leaders for Michigan think about our state and how to create economic growth. But if he'll stay right there, we'll be right here. Nolan Finley will join us in a couple of minutes, too, from the Detroit News. Mario Batali later in the program, the Italian chef who summers in northern Michigan. It's Michael